I got 2 contracts signed already today. Literally just got them signed. So I don't have to do anything, but I'm a savage. Let's do this. Home path property, large brick ranch in the country with what? House offers lots. I don't know what the fuck that means. I didn't even tell Instagram I'm live.
Record your name and reason for calling. I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah.
Thanks. Please stay on the line. Hello.
Hey, I was calling about the house. I had just seen it on Zillow on Pea Ridge Road.
Yeah.
I see you just posted this, so I guess it's still available. I'm gonna be honest. I was looking for a fixer-upper. I'm an investor myself. I do fix and flips in the area. I don't know if this house needs work or not.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why Zillow didn't put that's the old description from years ago, and then it put the new description up there, but it is the fix and flip.
Okay, sweet. What was your name?
My name's Jennifer.
Jennifer, nice to meet you. Does everybody call you Jenny, or should I just call you Jennifer?
Either one is fine.
All right. Well, I guess, yeah, no pictures are up here. Do you have some
The house, so I can get more pictures. The house is currently still being cleaned out. It'll be ready as of Sunday. But it does need, basically, it has a kitchen in it, but obviously it depends on to what extent you want to go with the fix and flip. Basically it needs a kitchen, bathroom, new flooring throughout. Some of the floors are kind of unlevel in some rooms. It is vented, but it does not have the HVAC. It does have fairly new windows and a fairly new roof, as you can see.
You said it has central AC, just not a unit, or no air ducts?
It is, yeah. It's vented, just the unit is not there. The unit was sold at some point by the previous owner owned it. But it is equipped to the central air and heat because it has the vents and everything. Just the unit was sold. The outside unit was sold.
Okay.
It is fully brick, pretty much all the way around. It sits on almost an acre. Like I said, it is being cleaned up right now. It'll be finished. All the stuff will be removed by Sunday.
Monday? Next Monday?
Yes, and then I'll start letting people go out and do their inspection and walk through.
Okay. Jenny, just to, kind of tell you how I do this. So I do this all over the North Carolina state. I mainly work in the Triad area, but, we're working on some in Winston-Salem, and then we have some in Fayetteville right now. Fayetteville is huge for us right now. So we kind of do this a little virtually. The way that we're able to do this is we're able to just, make offers sight unseen. So it's me and my one business partner, Ian, and then we have crews all over. So my partner Ian saw this first. He passed it over to me. I'm just gonna ask you just a few structural questions. You kind of told me a lot, but I'm gonna just ask a few more questions that I know we would want to know, and then I'm gonna try to get you an offer on this phone call. And then, if it makes sense for you, then we would just talk about next steps and probably send somebody out there. Well, I guess you said Monday, so you would probably try to send somebody out there Monday. Does that sound
Okay.
cool? If you had a second for me, just to answer a few questions.
Yeah.
So was this a rental property for you, or is this inherited, or what kind of happened?
I bought this I kind of do fix and flip.
Okay.
But I really don't really fix them. I kind of buy them with my own money and then kind of resell them if I get them at a good. It just depends on what makes sense at that moment. But here lately, I've just been buying them and cleaning them up and then turning around. But someone actually has lived in the house, was living in the house, is moving out of the house into another house. They have all their stuff out, but they were kind of like hoarders, so it was stuff everywhere, which they have gotten about 80% of that out. But she had some type of business loan 10 years ago, and I don't know what type of loan it was. I didn't go into detail, but the business loan was expiring, and I guess this is the house she put up
As
for
collateral?
equity. Yeah, and I just bought it from her so that she could get out of her loan. But they lived in the house and have been living there up until last week.
Oh, wow, okay. How long ago did you buy this?
I bought it in December.
Okay. So, all right, so you kind of buy them like wholesale, pretty much. And I don't know if you're familiar with that term, but it's pretty.
Yeah, but wholesale typically you don't hold the title. You just kind of. But I'll hold the title to the property. I've already purchased it.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
yes,
said
it is kind of like a wholesale.
like wholesale. So I know what wholesaling is, but wholesale is where you actually have the title and you just, sell it right
Yeah.
after you buy it. But okay, you do a lot of that around here.
You said do they what?
Do you do a lot of that? Like, do you do that full time?
I do a lot of it. I do a lot of different things. I own the salon. I do
Oh,
my
dang.
houses. Some of the houses I do remodels. They're back on the market. It's just whatever makes sense. Then I wouldn't say I do it full time because I do a lot of things.
But a full-time
I do do it
entrepreneur for sure.
pretty often. Yes.
That's pretty cool. Okay. When you bought this, did you have any inspections done to it?
No.
Okay. Done any inspections? So as far as the structural questions, well, first let me ask about the area, because like I said, we do this virtually. I haven't bought anything in Mooresboro yet, so I mean, are you familiar with the area? Have you been there in person?
Yeah.
How would you say like the neighborhood, is it like mostly renters in there, or is it a lot of older homeowners?
In the area, I would say most of those people, except for it is a older trailer park on the road. But all the other houses towards the end of that road are homeowners. There is some renters in the area too. It's like really country there.
So you said
But
that there's,
houses do sell there. It's like the country area. I actually grew up down where my grandma lived down there in that area.
oh, that's what's up. My first real estate deal actually was right down the street from the house I grew up in. That was in Louisiana though. So you said they have some trailer parks or mobile homes in that area?
It is one mobile home. One mobile trailer park on that road. But it's not a bad area. It's just a really country area. I'm just being honest.
Oh, okay. Is this something that you think you would personally fix up and, flip to, or think that we could, get top market value on? Like, you think this would be a good fix and flip, in your opinion?
Yes. So I had a realtor to come out there. He kind of gave me numbers.
What were those looking like?
So he said He gave me a few different options to sell it like it is, which is basically the price that I listed it for. And then he said if I kind of make it livable, um, he gave me the 200, around the 200 range, and if I fully remodel, around 260 is the
260.
prices that he gave. He gave me multiple prices basically for an investor to me just to clean it up and sell it like it is, to do a renovation, but not, go all out, I guess you could say, and then to do the full renovation. He said to make it livable, he gave that price, and then the full renovation.
Okay. Have you looked at any comps yourself, or were you just going based off what the realtor said?
I looked on Zillow. I really called him out because he could see, the MLS comp a little more than I can see on my end because I'm not a licensed realtor. But I
Right.
have looked on Zillow and Realtor and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, my partner Ian has access to the MLS and everything. Right now, I'm just looking at Zillow. Yeah, I see some other homes. I don't know the condition. Well, yeah, they got this one on Proctor School Road. That one's sold, or no, it's
There's a
for
house on the same road, I think that's for sale right now for about 279. It's actually smaller.
279 on market.
Yeah, let me go on there. I'll see it.
Oh, I see. It's 270. Yeah, it's
For 270 something.
yeah, yeah, it's completely remodeled. It looks really nice. New kitchen, new everything. Yeah.
And it's actually smaller square footage wise.
Yeah, it's been on market for 83 days, so which is not too
Yeah,
bad.
and that's why the realtor told me, I guess that's why he gave me those prices. He said I could list it for more in those price ranges that he gave me, but for a faster sale, it's the prices that I mentioned to you.
Yeah, and then they have another one. Yours is 2,000 square feet. Okay, yeah. They have another one,
And I
2-1.
see one.
It's like 1,300 square feet, listed for like 130, but it's been up there for like 133.
Yeah. I would say that house is, I mean, it may be built in the same year, but mine is fully brick. Windows are newer than this house, the one on, for 130. Windows are way newer and the roof is way newer.
Do you know how old the
So
roof
it's in better
is?
condition. She told me, I would say it's been about 8 years. It's a 10 blue roof. And then the windows are way newer than this house for the 130.
Okay, so the roof is 8 years old, and that's a metal roof.
Mm-hmm.
Double pane windows, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have pictures, Jenny, like in your phone that you could text me to this number? That would really help.
I can send you pictures tomorrow. We'll be honest, like I told you, the people that were, that are moving out of it, they weren't really dirty, but they had containers packed everywhere. So I didn't really.
Say that again. I think you.
I'm sorry, my phone connected to my car. I said I didn't really take pictures because, not because it was dirty, but because it was so packed. But I did go by there. I've been going by there pretty often. I just went by there 2 days ago, and the inside is about 80% empty, so I can go there tomorrow and get you some pictures.
Okay, that'd be
Get them
great.
sent to you.
Have you had? Oh, wait, I don't even know how long you had it. Oh, you just posted this. Or how long ago did you post this?
Yeah. I've been trying to post it for about a week. It just posted out of nowhere today, and it didn't even post. I had a description on there, like telling, a pretty good bit of details, and it didn't post. That description is from when it was for sale years ago.
Okay. Did you have any like local people? I'm sure like some people in the area. Do you know anybody local who's been, I don't know, looked at it recently?
Like, what do you mean?
Like like if you know anybody who's local, like who's an investor who was interested, like, or is this?
Oh, I don't have a sign outside of it or anything. Um, I just posted it on Zillow because that's just what I'm used to with my houses. But I'm sure I've had a few calls today. I had a call earlier. He offered 130, and I told him I was taking offers, and I really don't honestly think that I'll sell it for 130 because I'll probably get a higher offer than that. And he told me to say the number, and if I decided I wanted to sell it to him, to give him a call back. But I'm sure I'll have a lot of calls within the next few days.
Yeah. What So you're just asking the 160 because, I mean, that's what you think you could get. Is there like a number that you need to hit? Like if it's not, yeah, I think 130. I mean, I don't know exactly what our offer would be, but I mean, that doesn't seem too bad.
I'm looking around 150, but I mean, I'm just taking offers currently. The realtor told me, advised me not to go below 145. That it's worth it, and that once it's remodeled, it'll sell. I could really remodel it and sell it, but I just don't want to wait. Not really in a rush, but don't want to. I have my brother that does my remodeling, and he takes longer than I would like him to.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that with this one, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, because, yeah, I guess the longer you hold it, the more like holding costs you got to deal with, huh?
Right.
Did you pay off the loan?
Well, I mean, yeah, I was about to say, not technically, because I pay cash for it. So I do own it outright, and there is not a lien on it.
Yeah. As far as utilities, those are all still on?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant by holding costs, like the taxes and like the utilities and the maintenance, I guess, to like cut the grass. This is a 1 acre lot, or almost a 1 acre lot.
Yes.
Gotcha. Clear.
And it still has the carport and the 2 small outside buildings.
And outside building. What do you mean by that? Like a shed or a tool shed?
It has it's like the carport that you just pull under. It's on one of those pictures on Zillow. I will go back on, or it might not be on Zillow.
I
It might
see
be
it
on
like kind of,
realtor.com.
I see it on a street view, yeah. This little carport, wait.
Yeah, I think on Realtor
In
the
the
pictures
back.
are a little more clear as far as what buildings are out back. But I can look those up and send them to you. But I'll go by there tomorrow.
Alright, that's awesome.
I live about 15 minutes from there now. But I mean, I grew up in Forest City, North Carolina, so I'm really familiar with the area, and my salon is there. So I'm there pretty frequently.
Okay, sweet. That's awesome. When you went there, I'm assuming there's a slab foundation, right?
It is, no, it's not a slab, it has a crawl space.
Did anybody go under there and take a look at that or anything? Have you noticed any settling?
No, my brother's gonna go under there on Thursday and take a look around.
I got you. Before I go get an offer, well, you're driving, huh?
I went to Cocoa Bowls with my daughter, so I'm not too
Okay.
far from home in about 10 minutes.
I was gonna say, if you want, I could give you my contact information. I can't text from this phone right now while I'm on the phone, but do you have a pen and a paper, you could write down my contact info. That way, like, I don't know, if we get disconnected or something, and that way you have a better idea of who you're talking to.
Is it the number you're calling from, or is it another one?
Yeah, but I mean, like, my name, our website, and
Okay.
you could look us up. We're accredited.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, so my name is Isaiah. It's spelled like in the Bible. So Isaiah. And then the company's name is GCO for Great Cash Offer. And then Capital Ventures. So GCO Capital Ventures. The word and Consulting. It's kind of a mouthful. But GCO
Okay.
Capital Ventures and Consulting. And then our website is going to be exactly that, except without the word capital. So GCOventuresandconsulting.com.
Okay.
And then you could, this number that I'm calling you from is 469 437
Uh-huh.
8312.
Okay.
You want to repeat it back just so I make sure you have it right?
469-437-8312.
Correct. And if you want, whenever we get off the phone, you could go on our website, and we're on the Better Business Bureau, so we're accredited with them. We're A-rated, and you could go on Facebook as well. Look at our business page and see all our testimonials on there. You know, that way,
Okay.
like you're not dealing with, some fly-by-night company or anything. Like, we actually buy homes. But,
Okay.
and
And how,
go ahead.
so y'all typically make an offer, once the offer is made, y'all come out within how many days to inspect it?
Typically within 72 hours, we'll be out there. So what we do
Okay.
is we send a GC out there, like one or two, we'll send them at the same time, and we'll just get 2 bids. Like I said, we have guys that we normally go to, so we'll just send like our go-to guys out there. And then they'll just give us a bid on the work. And then pretty much we just go from there. We don't need an appraisal or anything like that. We use all like our own capital and hard money. So we could close fairly quickly as long as like the title is good and everything. Did you get title insurance when you bought this?
Yes.
All right, cool. And so like whatever title company you used before, we could just use them too.
Okay.
Now earlier you were saying something about the flooring.
Yeah, it is some uneven flooring. The realtor said, I'm not really sure if it's definite some foundational, like some joints that have came undone, or they have kind of, on the inside, they have did a lot of DIY flooring and kind of threw stuff in there. So like, that's why my brother's gonna go under there, because he does pretty much all of my remodeling, try to get under there and see exactly what's going on. The realtor did tell me he thinks it might be some small little tweaks. There's nothing major like the windows caving or the bricks cracking or nothing like that as far as if there is a foundation issue. He did say he thinks, he's not sure, that it may be some small little issues. I think he said he estimated it around to be like $5,000 to $6,000 to get fixed whenever he came out and
To do
talked
what?
to me, but I haven't. He said what?
$5,000 to $6,000 for what? For the flooring or for the foundation?
For the repairing of any if there's foundation issues. But there was so much stuff in there when me and him were looking. I was just like, well, once I get them cleared out, because he actually said that it was so much stuff in the house that he didn't think that they were going to be out. He thought, because I had already closed on the house whenever he came out, but they were still living there.
Yeah.
And when we went out, he was just like, I don't think they'll be out. Like, I think you'll have to make them get out. You'll have to file paperwork. And I said, I don't think that. Like, I think they will move, and they have been. It's 80% cleared out now. So.
Were they kind of like
That
hoarders?
was his pushback. Were they kind of like what?
Hoarders?
Yes, but not. They were hoarders. Not
Yeah.
even gonna say they weren't hoarders. It was
Yeah.
stuff everywhere, but it wasn't like dirty per se. It was just packed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it didn't have any bugs or anything like that inside the house. And even with them cleaning it out now, with me walking through, I mean, it needs clean, but it's not like bugs and all type of nasty stuff like that. It was just clutter everywhere, like containers of stuff full everywhere. But they have moved it 80% out. The house is really 90% cleaned out. They have everything out of the house. It's just the outside. And they want to take it. They don't want to leave it. That's how you know that they are hoarders. But I told them they have until tomorrow at 5 p.m. to have everything on the outside that they want gone. And then I'm going to rent excavator, and they're gonna haul it on the trailer and take it all off.
Right. Yeah, we recently dealt with that some hoarders, and we had a deal in Wilmington, and after we already bought it and everything, yeah, like same thing. There was just so much stuff, but once they removed the stuff, there was more damage that we didn't see until after the stuff was gone. So just be careful. But yeah, we'll come out there whenever after it's done. But it was actually in our case, it was there was mold. There was a leak somewhere, and then it led to mold. But then like part of it was a pier and beam foundation, so like some of the beams had rotted. It was horrible. It sucked. It costed us like an extra 10 grand on the deal.
Yeah. I would say 10. If that was worst case, I wouldn't mind taking 10 grand off, but I guess we'll just cross that bridge when we get there. It wouldn't be a deal breaker for me not to sell it, to reduce it 10 grand for some foundation issues.
Right. Yeah, those foundation issues can be tricky. But this was built in 1938, correct?
Yes.
So, I guess when you walk into the house, you would say like cosmetically everything needs to be updated, or how does it look cosmetically? I guess like walk me through the house, like cosmetic wise, like flooring, the kitchen, the bathroom.
They have removed some of the paneling in some of the rooms and went ahead and did sheetrock, and then they have some of the rooms that still have the paneling and needs to be removed and sheetrock put there. I would say all the way through it would need new flooring. It probably, if it does have some joints that have came loose, those foundation issues or whatever, I don't want to say that until Thursday when I know for sure, but from looking, this is what I'm telling you. Yeah. Everything is still functionable. The kitchen is functionable. Would I live in the house without it being remodeled? No. But I'm I live completely different than that. But like that, it's livable, but not livable for me.
No, I got you.
They lived in it, if I would say that. So, and they have taken out flooring in some of the rooms, and it's all the way down to just the subfloor.
Okay.
So they kind of were like doing DIY throughout the process. We're putting up, but all the flooring in there needs to be took up and more put down. Before that, the foundation issues need to be checked. Some of the rooms, the paneling needs to be took down. Sheetrock needs to be put in. I would say it needs a new bathroom. The kitchen is fully functionable, but I would put a new kitchen in it. As far as the porch, it's fine. I don't think it needs a new. Everything right there is functionable. The brick looks really nice. The roof looks nice. I don't think it'll need a new roof. I don't think it'll need new windows.
The rooms. It's 3 bedrooms, right?
It's 3 bedrooms, but it's a whole lot of extra space. And I called them because it was listed on Realtor as a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, but I couldn't figure out why. I ended up calling the health department. They don't have septic information on file, so they were saying, I don't know if you know anything about that, but they were basically saying that it's a 3-over-1. When there is a small room in between 2 of the bedrooms, that I would personally make into at least a half bathroom, so it could be made into a 3-over-2, and then it's just a lot of space.
Yeah.
3 bedrooms, there's also way more rooms. It could be a 4-over-2 basically, and then it has a laundry room space in the back. It's a big, huge room. Every room is huge in the house.
I was gonna say, so all the bedrooms have paneling in them?
No, 1, 2. The living room has been changed over. It's no longer paneling. The back room, I don't even know if you consider it a bedroom because it's huge. And they didn't use any of it as bedrooms except for one room. They were one was sleeping on the couch. It's 2 older women. They kind of like to have recliners in the living room. They were using one of them as a bedroom. So I would say, I don't even know which one is technically bedrooms. It's just the house It's all over. It's a huge house, and the rooms are so huge. Let me see. I would say 2 of the bedrooms are still paneled.
Okay, I got you. Huge rooms though. That's
Because I'm
good.
just all over the place when I go in there because there was one bed.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of house.
Like, I don't. Yeah.
I got you.
But they have switched the living room, the dining room, the huge bathroom. I don't know if that's a bedroom or what it
And
is.
just only
but
one
it's still
bathroom,
paneled.
right? Not 1.5 bath, just one bath.
It's one. It has one bathroom currently, but there is a room that should be a small room in between 2 rooms. It's not a bedroom or anything. That should be at least a half bathroom. It has a door on each side. To me, it should be a half bathroom.
Okay. But like the plumbing is set up to like one bathroom. Like there's one toilet
Yes.
and one shower. Okay. Or tub. That's the next thing is the plumbing. Has anybody looked at that, or your brother or anybody checked out the plumbing? Because I mean, if it's built
Yes.
in 1938, usually they have like copper or iron cast plumbing.
I can call and ask him. I did take him over there when we went 2 days ago, and he did take a look around. We didn't really discuss it because I had somewhere to be, but I can call and ask him and let you know
Okay.
what that is.
Okay, that's good. I think I think I have a pretty good idea of everything. I mean, this isn't in a flood zone or anything, huh?
No.
Okay. All right, Jenny. Well, last thing is typically when we buy properties, we usually put the closing date 30 days out from when we get the offer accepted, just because it takes about 14 business days for a title company to come back with the title work. But I mean, if you're saying like you already have the title work and everything done, but do you think 30 days is good with
Yeah.
you, or they might need more time, or
Who would need more time?
I guess you?
No, I don't need more time. I really don't want to wait 30 days, to be honest.
I got you. Yeah, it's max 30 days. We just put it out, but as soon as the title work gets clear and everything, and then we'll run our inspections while the title is being ran anyway. So typically on average we close like 14 days. Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's better for me. I would prefer it to be around the 10 to 14 day mark.
I got you.
I mean, I closed with her in probably about 6 days.
Sweet. Dang, that was fast title then.
Yeah, it was really fast, but I was really, I found the only lawyer in the whole Rutherford County that had an opening before the middle of January, and that was back in December.
Okay. And is there anybody else that would be, against you selling this, or someone else that you have to talk to before selling it?
No,
Like your brother or anything?
I bought it and I own it.
Okay.
No, I'm the only person who pays any money. I just pay him to fix if I want him to fix something or remodel.
Okay. And the last thing before I get an offer, I just want to ask, we try to close at least 5 houses a month. We're trying to close 3 more before, so like 1 for every, I guess, week left of January. If we could get you a number that makes sense for you and you're happy with it, do you think you'd be ready to make a decision today?
I'll probably wait a few days, to be honest.
A few days? Even if we
Yeah,
gave you
I just posted it.
even if we gave you a perfect
If
offer?
it's not, if you gave a perfect offer, then yes, but I would probably wait unless it's around the ballpark that I want.
And that's the 150? Okay. All right. That's everything I need to know pretty much. You answered all my questions. I'm just gonna speak with Ian. He's in the other room. I'm just gonna see what he has to say about it and what's the best that he thinks that we could do. And I mean, I'll just come back and give you the number. And if it works, then we'll just send somebody out there. You said Monday is the earliest somebody could be out there?
Yeah, he'll probably be cleaning it for the rest of the week.
Okay. All right. Just bear with me for 2 seconds while I get this cash offer, and I'm gonna give it to you. Okay? Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Woo! I already got 2 contracts signed today. You can see the bags in my eyes. Shit, y'all asking me hella shit. All right, which is good. I appreciate it. But go for real. How far apart were those contracts signed back to back? Yeah, you know the deal, Michael. Bro, I got them signed like 10 minutes apart from each other. Nah, probably like 20 minutes apart from each other. One of them, I've been following up with them for months. The other one was a Zillow listing. Y'all saw me make it was Jenny from Zillow. So I did that. I made an offer on her 2 days ago and was on this live. What's good, Brody? What's your Uber to the tat shop in Slidell? Wait, you were my Uber? Can you explain what you're doing right here? What's good, bro? That's crazy. What's good, Shane? This is what I do, bro. I wholesale real estate. So I get properties at a discount and then I sell them for a higher price. You know? What's the rehab price again? Well, she was just saying 5 to 6K just for like maybe the foundation, but she's not sure. Did I miss much? Nope, this is the first offer. Nah, big dog, didn't miss much. Yeah, she's got an offer for 130. She got an appraisal from a realtor, 160. She told him that she's going, nah, I'm not giving her that. 60K probably still too generous. So I could see that she bought it for 75K. Yeah, she bought it for 75,000. Yes, sir. LOL. That's crazy, bro. Shane, crazy. Crazy, bro. But that's what's up, man. Text me. Text me or like message me on Instagram and I'll give you my number. It's absolutely awesome. Both off Zillow. Go. Yeah. So no, one of the contracts I got today was not from Zillow. It was like a really old lead from way back, and then but the other contract today was from Zillow. Yeah, and I called that first here on live. Had to tune in, yeah. Man, I appreciate y'all, bro. Yeah, message me on Instagram, Shane. That's crazy, bro. Said, yo, I was your Uber to Slidell, the tattoo shop. That's crazy. About to ask her. Hey Jenny, can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you have any idea of the condition of the electrical in the house or the electrical panel box at all?
I can call and ask my brother. He was there a few days ago, and I can let you know.
Okay. But as far as you know that it's working, like
everything works.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna get an exact offer. I mean, yeah, definitely not giving her anything more than 100. So yeah, this one's 130, but it's been up here for 133 days, and like this market is like small. And I mean it's right next to Charlotte, which is cool, but like that's still like an hour-long drive at least. So let me use this script so I could give a formal offer, because my brain is fucking tired. All right, Jenny, you still there?
Yes.
I really, really appreciate your patience. So I do have an exact offer. Keep in mind that this number is what you'd walk away with in your pocket, you know? So I know you don't have any mortgage or any liens or anything like that, just minus any prorated taxes for the year. And we'll cover all the closing costs for you as well, so you don't have to come out of pocket for anything. And there's no realtor commissions, because it's just you and the buyer directly. And we'll buy it completely as is. So this number is like as is, sight unseen, no inspections, which means you don't have to do any more repairs or even like clean out the house. I know that they're still cleaning it out; they're gonna get their stuff out, but if they do remove it and you find out something's wrong with the property, you don't have to worry about that. We know that this number is something that we're confident in, that we could close in, and we could close as soon as 2 weeks. But yeah, with all that being said, the best that we could do on this is going to be $92,568.
No, thank you.
I got you. No, I kind of figured you would say that. This is what I can promise you though. Like I said, we're not going to renegotiate or anything, but you have my information. You could check again that, we are accredited with the Better Business Bureau. As much as that might mean something for you, we're legit. And if anything does change, I feel like maybe you can list it on the market if that's what you had plans to do. But the best that
I can tell you, I would never sell it for $92,000. I would remodel it and put it on the market for full ARV before I sold it for $92,000. So it won't even be a discussion, honestly.
I got
I
you.
won't be using the number to call you back.
Well, look, let's say I think it'll sell, but I mean, let's just say in 30 days or 60 days, you're not able to get the 150. I mean, what would you say the best that you could do is, realistically, if we did all that completely as is and made it quick and hassle free for you?
It wouldn't be a penny below $145,000.
Okay.
I mean, so the thing is, I'm not pressed for the money. I paid for it cash, so I don't have any loans on it outright. I have the money to remodel it and put it back on the market to make more. So why would I short myself at 90, anywhere below? I mean, I've already had offers at 130,000. Now you're offering me 92. Like, no.
I got you. Was that other?
145 is bottom dollar. I'm not going a penny below it. I don't care what's wrong with it. If it does have foundation issues, even so, at the $145,000 mark, everything can be repaired on this house, and it can still be a great profit margin for any investor, even with repairs with an allotment of $10,000 for foundation issues.
Was that
145 is bottom dollar, and I'm not going a penny below it.
I got you. Is that 145 just because that's what the realtor told you, or is that like you need that number for another reason?
I don't need anything. I pay cash for it. I'm not hurting for money. I own multiple businesses, but I have crunched the numbers myself, and I know at 145, with the money that needs to be put in it, the profit margins are still great for any investor. Anything below that, the investor is being greedy.
I got you.
I'm going to make money off of it just like the investor's going to make money off of it. We're all in it for the same thing, to make money.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the 145 is just because the realtor told you?
No, the 145 is because I have crunched the numbers with remodeling it, what has to be put into it, what it would sell for, even reducing the price below what it could sell for. It was sitting on the market, and the profit margins are still great on both ends for me and whoever buys it and remodels it and sells it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it means anything, my partner Ian, he said that with this house, just based off of what you told me, for a 2,000 square foot house, with possible foundation issues and everything needs to be updated and needs to add a bathroom, he's looking at a $75,000 to $85,000 rehab on this.
No, it's not going to be that to rehab it. If y'all have to spend that to rehab, then y'all don't rehab regularly. Like, no.
I mean, parts and labor, we were looking at, 75 to 80
and
grand.
even still, it's not 75, 80,000. If you spend that much on having to remodel a house, then I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's just because it's 2,000 square feet, and we would need to add another bathroom, and then we're budgeting in foundation issues, and then plumbing. Like all the plumbing might have to be redone. I mean, you said it has a.
And you don't have to add another bathroom. A 3-over-1 is perfectly fine for the area.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious. Did
That's
you?
just to make, if you add a bathroom, you're gonna get more than the value of the house than what I'm telling you as it being valued as a 3/1. When you add a bathroom, that adds value to the house, so you're gonna get more money for adding that bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, just to add a bathroom, I mean, we're looking at least 15 to 20 grand to add a full updated bathroom with the plumbing and
It
everything.
wouldn't be it would have to be a half, so, but even so, when you add a bathroom, it adds value to the house. So the numbers that I'm giving you, if you're adding a bathroom stat, the value's gonna go up. You're gonna want more for the house.
Yeah. I mean, but you said yourself that, you know, fixed up. I mean, you could get like, I think you said 200 to.
No, I said fixed up, not going all out of 200. It would be almost 300, 260, 70,000 with just remodeling the 3/2 with actually putting a little effort into it. Like remodeling it to get it livable, like just putting the floors down, probably doing the sheetrock, remodeling the bathroom that's in there. The kitchen is not terrible. I would do a new kitchen, but I also just did me a whole new kitchen. Like, so I know the prices of all this. Had I went to Lowe's and got a new kitchen, I would have spent $30,000, $40,000. My kitchen looks like I spent about $50,000 and I probably spent 15. And I'm talking marble countertops, full white backsplash, like went all out. So like I know the numbers with remodeling. I do remodeling.
Yeah. Well,
And 80,000 to do the house is like, well, it's not gonna take that to remodel that house, even with a foundation issue.
Yeah. I mean, because this other one down the street that you said is listed for 270, that's completely remodeled. I mean, they had a price cut, and it's been on market for 83 days. The last thing we want to do is
Yeah,
have.
for 1,300 square feet, and it's on a very small lot. It's the house that sits beside it. I can probably lay down on the ground and touch the other house beside it.
Well, yeah, it's
Like,
1,600 square feet, and it's a
I know
three
that
bed, two
area.
bath.
I'm
Yeah.
from that area. I know that area. This is not me. I'm not talking. I'm buying houses in California. I was born and raised in that area. I know those houses. I know the market. You can tell me, oh, it's a house down the street that's been on the market for this amount of time. The house sits on point 0.3 of an acre. Like the house that's right beside it, my brother lives in the neighborhood directly across from that house that is for sale. At the stop sign, you're looking directly at the house that's for sale. I can lay down on the ground and my foot will be touching the house next to it. This house that I have sits on almost an acre with two outside buildings. The carport is fully brick. That house is vinyl sided. Like I can go on and on. These houses are comparable but not comparable. Everything about the house I have, the brick, makes the value go up. The
Yeah. I just don't see any
the laying makes the
300,000.
value go up. Like
I just don't see. I mean, if the ARV was like realistically 300,000, then I mean, yeah, like 140 would definitely make sense. But I'm just going based off of what's sold in the last 12 months, like all of 2025, and I mean, there's nothing that's sold like even 250 in this neighborhood. Not the whole city, but just this neighborhood. I see one that sold at 205, and that was a completely remodeled house. It's a smaller lot, but I mean, 3 bed, 2 bath.
yep, smaller lot and probably way smaller. The house is probably square footage wise one of the bigger than most of the ones in that area. Most of them are 1,400 square feet. We're at 2,000 square feet. It's 700 or more square feet. Of course, it's going to be more than the houses that are at 200 or 200 and whatever. And those houses that you're looking at are older, is not fully bricked all the way around, doesn't sit on an acre. A lot more. This house comes with a lot
I
more.
mean,
than
the
those
one down
houses
the
that are
street
selling.
has 8 acres, and I mean, it sold for 265. I mean, and that looks like a awesome fixed up house, but I mean, that was down the street.
That's great. Mine's not selling for 92,000. I'll remodel it and rent it out before I sell it for 92,000. The highest offer currently is 130.
I mean, but
I'm
how
not selling
serious,
for a penny less than 145.
how serious do you think that 130 offer is?
I don't know, honestly. I didn't take it serious because it's not what I want. The same way I'm not taking you serious.
Yeah.
92,000, of course you're serious. When you remodel it, you're gonna make a killing off of it, like.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. I mean, because the market is really slow, and I'm just looking at this area, and I mean, things are so. I see a lot of. I don't know if these are lots. No, these are houses. A lot of houses are like 28, 65,000, 70,000, 30,000. But I'm like excluding those. And I'm just looking at the houses that have sold for more than 100 grand. And I mean, it took them forever to sell. And I mean, the most that I'm seeing is like 173. The 260 houses, like, they're on like 10 acres. And they are brick. And this one is all brick. Like all brick. You know, and this is on 274 Old Mooresboro Road. You know, but I mean, that sold in 2024. So I'm not, I know it's not the offer that you wanted to hear. You know, I don't get paid unless, you know, the deal goes through, but I'm just being realistic with what I see in front of me, you know.
Still, you're not being realistic at 92,000. You have a great night.
Okay, so let me ask you this before I let you go. Even if we came up to 120,000, you think that that's just out of the question, or would you consider that?
Currently, right now it is. I'll keep your number down. If the higher offers don't work, I mean, it hasn't been on the market even 24 hours. The first offer was 130, then yours was 92, now it's 120. I'll write all the numbers down and I'll go with the
I was
highest.
saying if we did come up to 120. I'm not saying that that's our offer that we would make right now.
No, 130 is the offer. The current serious offer is 130. So yours, if we did, it's not even an offer at this point, so no.
I got you. Well, look, Jenny, I genuinely do appreciate your time that you spent with me. Like, but look, we are, again, if it means anything to you, you could look us up. You could see our reviews. You could see our testimonials, video testimonials and everything. We are a real company. We do have the capital, and we're trying to close on 3 more houses before the end of the month. I'll follow up with you next Monday to see where you're at with the clean out process, and maybe we could run numbers again and see if something will work or if something changes on your end. Or I'd say definitely check in with that 130 offer and see how serious they are, you know. But I do appreciate your
I'm gonna tell you
time.
right now, if you're calling back at 92,000, don't check in. It's never gonna happen.
I got you. Still, I appreciate your time, Jenny. Look, I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna follow up with you next Monday, Tuesday, and see if there's anything that we could do. Okay?
Have a great night.
All right, you too. Have a blessed night. I'm gonna say follow up next Tuesday. General notes. She was offended. But when we give those offers, the right offers, the first time, when I give those offers the first time, it makes the follow-up so much easier, bro. It makes the follow-up so much easier. Because, I mean, it's not going to be a one-call close. I mean, especially if you, like, listen to their situation and you ask that question, you know, if we did get you a number that made sense for both of us, would you be ready to make a decision and move forward today? It's like how they respond to that question will let you know, like, how ready they are, how motivated they are. Even if I gave her a 130 offer or a 140 offer, even if I gave her 145, she would still say I need to think about it, and she wouldn't sign a contract today. I mean, that's just the facts. So, I mean, by me giving that really low ball offer the first time, it makes the follow-up so much easier, because you could always come up, but you can't go back down. You know what I mean? What y'all talking about? Rehab, bam, bam, bam. Rehab costs 90K, but you said 70K to seller. Wait, I don't know. Definitely taking some notes during this call. Good work keeping the seller engaged the entire time. Yeah, we were on the phone for 51 minutes. Locked in. Would reasoning with pain be better than going for numbers with her? So that is something that I could work on, not in general, right? Because the roadblock or whatever, or the challenge in finding the motivation in this lead is that she bought it in December. You know what I mean? She bought it in December as an investment. Now, if Jeremy Miner was here and he was, teaching me something, he would say, well, they make these investments for a reason. So why is she making this investment? What would she invest the money into? Like her other hair salon? Like I could have dug deeper into that maybe. Like how is the hair salon going for you? Things like that. But I guess that's kind of the challenge that I need to work on is like when I'm talking to an investor, trying to get the pain points out of an investor. Because usually you're not going to get the motivation out of an investor like that unless they've had the house for way longer than they like to. You know what I mean? So like in 30 days, if she still has the house, then I'm more likely to get more motivation out of her just because she's an investor. Now, if this was not an investor, like the other call from yesterday, like his name was something, he was from New Orleans, like his pain point was all over there. I'm having that problem with landlords. Landlords, it's a little bit easier. Landlords, it's a little bit easier depending on like how long they've been a landlord, because you could talk about the tenants, how bad the tenants have been, like what problems are the tenants causing them, things like that. But when it's an investor and they just bought the house like not that long ago, like a month ago, like Jenny, the contract that I just got signed, like all she really cared about is price and like earnest money. Like 9 times out of 10, that's all these investors care about is like the price and the earnest money, because they're in it to make a profit. But if it's a homeowner and they've owned the house for like 5 years, but like 15, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years or whatever, you could definitely dig into the pain points way easier. You could, well, where are you going next? Okay, how long have you been thinking about selling the house? Oh, it's you and Mrs. Johnson. You and Mrs. Johnson, when's the last time you and Mrs. Johnson have talked about selling the house? Really, Mrs. Johnson is pushing you to sell the house. Why is that? Okay, like a couple of these Zillow calls, somebody was like, they just had a baby. They just had a newborn baby, right? And they needed to upsize or, get a bigger house, right? Because they got another baby. They had a 2-bed, 1-bath before. So it's like things like that are easier to dig into the motivation. But with an investor, it's a little bit more tricky to dig into the motivation. And it's something that I could work on for sure. I got a guy with a 51 house portfolio, primarily in California. He's bought all of them 15 years ago, no more than 35 to 55K each. Now they're all worth over blah, 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 blah. Gotta love old landlords. Yeah, and it's like, dude, she's like, not a penny less than 145. Like, okay, why 145? For what? Because the realtor told you so? Like, really what happened was I offended her with my offer, and then she was like getting defensive on the 145. Not a penny less than 145. But before I offended her with my offer, it was like, well, the realtor told me not to sell it for less than 145, so I'm thinking I could get that. It's like, all right, dude, whatever. Here, let me add all this in here. This is the most important part. Y'all never see me miss this, bro. Is every time I get done talking to a lead, you have to import all of the information into your CRM. That way, when you go back for the follow-up, it's super easy to follow up. Like, you know what you talked about last. Let me see here, bed bath square footage. Condition needs a full rehab. Timeline. Yeah, 2 weeks. Motivation. Bought it in December 2025 as an investment. Now, I promise you, anybody else who goes to call her, she's gonna give y'all a hard time just because I pissed her off. I didn't mean to, I didn't want to, but it is what it is. So we'll put her in a warm follow-up And then I'll put a task to follow up next Tuesday. Follow up, yeah, just follow up. Yep, that's it. Okay, oh, address, gotta add the address. Sweet. Let's do some more. I'm hyped now. I thought I was just gonna come in here and do one offer. Do you do PPC or PPL, bro, or just FSBO? So, yeah, you could tell when she switched. Yeah. But I'm doing Zillow and Facebook ads. So we got like 3 Facebook leads over the weekend, but I wasn't live streaming. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do it. 1 day on Zillow. If you guys are curious on the filters that I'm using, just so y'all know. Let's see. Boom. Just in case y'all don't know, right? So for sale, the price max, so the landlord's trying to dump this house is, yeah, $200,000 max. Bed, bath, I'll leave that alone. Home type, it's always houses and multifamily only selected. And then under more, just only owner posted. I just scroll down here and just put 1 day on Zillow. Just for those of you who don't know how I do this, or yeah, how I filter them. The leads that are up there for 1 day, those are the only leads you should be talking to. Those are the only leads you should be talking to. And then once you've done this consistently, like over 30 days, and you're like a savage and you've been calling everybody, well, then you move it to like 7 days. But always, every day when you start Zillow, go by first day on Zillow. Or 24 hours, within the last 24 hours. Okay, they got a lot of Florida going on. Let's see what's up with that. Feeling, I wanna be where you are. Let's see. That's a fucked up house. And they are out of their mind. Has been gutted, ready for rehab, tear down better, direct west views. What are my KPIs looking like? Let me see. Oh, that's a lie. Oh yeah, no, I just made 1 offer today. I made 1 offer, so I'm at 67 dials, 2 opportunities created, 3 hours and 36 minutes of talk time, and that was my first new offer for the day. And I got 2 contracts signed today, and that's from follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up, okay? Let me say this again. I'm gonna call before it gets too late, right? It's 6:41 right here, which means it's like almost 8 Central Time, and then like almost 9 Eastern Time. 67 dials. Yeah, bro, because it's because I've been on the phone a long time with those follow-up leads to get those contracts signed. And then I had to file like 3 memorandums today. Like, literally I filed 3 memorandums today. Literally. So it's a lot of like going back and forth with title companies. And then you have to stay on the phone with like these sellers. Like, what the hell is this dude doing though? Let's just see what's up with this. I got this.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
Let's call them again.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying...
call him 4 times.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not a...
Last time.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person...
I hate Florida houses because it's usually always mobile homes, but like if you find a house, if you find Chirac only file a memo if it's a 20K spread, I file a memo, period. It don't need to be a 20K spread. But if you find a house on Zillow in Florida, call that bitch. Because there's usually never houses in Florida that are on Zillow. It's usually always mobile homes, 55 plus communities, things like that. Yeah, this one's hot, bro. It's located in a very established neighborhood. Yeah, I know where Winter Haven is. This is fucking fire. Let's see what's up.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah?
Thanks. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Calling him back. Oh, damn, no sales.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Isaiah?
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hey, sorry to blow your phone up. I was just calling about the house in Winter Haven on Zillow.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I seen it. I seen that you just posted it. You're probably getting a ton of calls, so I just wanted to try and beat anybody else out. I'm actually a fix and flipper, and I'm just looking for my next project. We do a lot of fix and flips and renovations in like Central Florida. So I saw the pictures on here. It kind of looks, like it's a bit outdated and everything. Was this?
Some of it referring to more of a retro, like the kitchen. The bathroom still has some of the original tiles. The kitchen has the original stove, which is not stove, but the oven, which was one of those pink General Electric ovens, but it has a flat top stove.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I do a lot of deals in Central Florida. I have one business partner that I work with. His name's Ian. We kind of make these, so how we work is we make these offers sight unseen. We try to close about 5 to 6 houses a month. And this is just, Zillow is one way that we find these deals. Was this an investment for you, or is this a rental property, or was this kind of a primary residence?
None of the above. If it doesn't sell, we'll probably turn it into a rental. But I inherited it, so
Okay.
we just had to work on it a little bit and then turn around and sell it.
Okay. How long ago, how long have you owned this for before you try to sell it?
About 6 months.
6 months. I got you. Was probate and everything done with the title company? All that's like done with and legal?
There wasn't any. It was it was just left to me.
Okay. All right, cool. Hey, what was your name, by the way? I'm sorry. My name's Isaiah.
I'm Rhonda.
Rhonda, it's nice to meet you, Rhonda. Well, Rhonda, like I said, I mean, I don't know if you've ever dealt with an investor before, or if you've ever, fixed and flipped a property before. But like I said, I have one business partner. His name's Ian. He kind of saw this and brought it to my attention. How we make offers is we make them sight unseen. We just ask a few questions about like structurally, like roof, foundation, AC, things like that. And then I'm gonna try to get you an offer on this phone call. And I mean, if it makes sense for you, then we just talk about next steps and probably try to send somebody out there within the next 72 hours.
Well, you see, I have it listed at 198.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that too, but if you had a second for me, I could just see how close to that 198 I could get. Like I said, just structural questions.
But I know that, you're into the renovation and flipping yourself, and I know you want the lowest end,
Of course.
to that amount, and that's expected.
Of course.
In my case, of course, I want to hold on to it until I can get closest to my asking number. So I'm not sure we could come in to an agreement, because I know that you're going to be wanting to go on the lowest end possible, and of course I'm going to be wanting to go with the highest end.
Yeah.
I don't waste your time. I just know you're not going to be able to give me what I want,
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's understandable. I mean,
I just don't want to waste time in all of this.
that's understandable. I mean, would you?
But I don't want to just give it away, of course. So.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that we bought turnkey properties. I try to always give as much as possible to the seller, as long as it helps them in their situation. But I mean, would you at least be open to hearing an offer? I could see how close to the 198 we can get.
And I realize the house doesn't have every update, that if it was going to be an investor for rental, it'd probably be the best situation.
Yeah.
It does have a new roof. It's newly painted inside. Say again?
No, I didn't say anything.
Okay, I'm hearing something in the background then. It's not a renovated kitchen. It's not a renovated bathroom. If it was someone that possibly was going to live there, they would probably want new windows. They would probably want central heat and air. Those things I do realize would need updating. Other than that, like I said, it's newly painted. It has new carpet, new vinyl flooring, newer roof.
How old is the roof?
Again,
How old is the roof?
it's approximately 2 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty new. What was kind of the, plan? You inherited it, you listed it on Zillow, but you said you wanted to keep it, until you get, at least close to what you want. What was kind of the plan with it? Just, did you have a family member? Were you going to live here? Do you live in South Haven?
We live in Winter Haven. We've just been working on it little by little. We inherited it. We figured we would, fix it up as much as we could do, and then list it. And if it didn't sell for what we would want out of it, we'll turn it around and make it a rental.
Okay, I got you. Have you have a couple rentals yourself, or have you ever had rental properties?
We have rental properties.
Nice. Yeah, we have a few rentals. We try to stay away from them as much as possible, but if it makes sense as a rental, then yeah. But sometimes rentals, they've been giving us headaches,
I've had those,
You said what?
I've had a few of those.
Yeah. What is the rent rate in that area?
That area for a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, probably, I'm guessing in between the 16 and 1750 range.
15 to 1750, you said?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
50 rent rate. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. Did this ever flood?
No, no,
It's not in a flood zone?
no, not at all.
Okay. Well, Rhonda, I mean, I could see it, like, and I'll run that by my partner Ian and see, he'll run numbers as far as a rental, and if it just makes sense as a rental, what we try to do is like get, at least $500 in cash flow, so it'd be like the rent rate minus, whatever note we would have on it, and then like, any type of insurance that we'd have. But this doesn't
Yeah.
require flood insurance, right?
No, mm-mm.
I got you. I know you said you updated the carpets, the flooring, and the roof. What's kind of still original?
Original would be the windows, and there are window units for AC.
Window units for AC.
And to put AC, central heat and air in that home would run you somewhere between $8,000 and $10,000.
Did you got that a quote from somebody, or you just know that from
Yeah.
experience? Okay.
Like,
Okay. Were you guys thinking about doing that, or that's too much?
no, we were just gonna pass it on to make the price right, and if someone wanted to do that, they could.
Yeah, I think that would
I know
definitely help.
it's hard to make people understand, but the window units in that house do a perfect job. I mean, we were working in there during the summer and probably only ran the living room window unit, and it took care of the whole house. I'm a native Floridian, and I wouldn't believe it myself if someone told me that, but it really does work well.
How so?
Well, the window units just do a tremendous job in there. I mean, if someone was just going to use it as a rental, I wouldn't go through the effort of putting AC in it. So the central units, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's cheaper to run the window units, and they do as good a job as if you had central heat and air. So
I gotcha. This little pocket that I'm looking at, so my partner Ian, he's gonna run like a CMA, a comparable market analysis. He has like access to the MLS or anything. Right now I'm just looking at Zillow, the comparable homes and everything. Right now for listed, this is like a little neighborhood, right? It has 1, 2, 3, 4,
it is.
5 or 6 streets.
It's a small neighborhood.
The only other one that I see for sale is 112 Harbor Drive. That's listed for $230. You familiar with that house?
I am. Mhm.
Yep. They've been on market for about 52 days, but that one is like completely updated.
He redid everything. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if yours
He was in contact a little while ago.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, the houses are actually kind of really similar, actually. Except where you have a garage at, he has a carport.
He has a carport, but this one has an enclosed garage.
Right.
So.
Yeah. You have the garage, he has the carport. I mean, the 198 number, was that just going based off of that other house on Harbor Drive? Or?
That's what it started at.
Okay. So there's a little bit of room for negotiation?
Oh, yeah, always.
Okay. Did you check out the estimate on the house? On yours?
Well, they were going by, years ago. I think the there is probably in the 160 range.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that something that you'd be open to?
I want to hold out for a little bit more than that. So, like I said, that's why I wanted to say I don't want to waste your time, because, of course, you don't want to spend a lot of money. I understand that completely.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, if it makes sense,
When
though,
I
it
buy,
makes sense.
it's been a lot of, I get it.
You said when you buy what?
When I buy a home, I don't want to spend a lot of money either.
Okay,
So.
nobody does, yeah. One thing I can do, Rhonda, I mean, if you have a pen and a paper, I could give you like all my contact info as well as like our website and everything, and you could look us up if you want. And that way you just have a better idea of who you're talking to and might possibly do business with in the future. If you have a pen and a paper, I could give that to you.
Well, would it be possible for you to text it to me?
I can't actually text from this number.
Okay. I don't have anything available right now. Save my number, and whenever you get a chance, send me some info, okay?
Okay. It's just that I can't text while I'm on the phone, but I guess whenever we're done, we could I could try to send you a text message. So
Okay.
yeah, but you can look us up on Facebook, or you could go on our website, and we're accredited with the Better Business Bureau too. I mean, if that means anything to you, so we're A-rated, and you could check out all our testimonials and everything on there as well. We're kind of the more credible buyers around here. I don't know too much. I mean, no, I know a couple other companies as well in this area. But the only other questions I have is really about the neighborhood. I know you said you're a Floridian. Is this area a lot of renters right here? Like, is it easy to rent right here? Is it mostly homeowners right there?
Well, I'm not familiar, of course, with everyone that lives there. I know next door is a rental. I think there's several homeowners nearby, but I couldn't speak for the whole neighborhood. I don't think there's that many issues in Winter Haven to rent anywhere, honestly.
Yeah.
I have people all over that area, and I don't have any problems. I think I have a problem with more of a 55 and older area that I have than anything.
Right.
So
There's a lot of those.
yeah, which I didn't think was going to be a problem, but that one gives me a little more problems than others. Just getting someone in there, quickly.
Yeah.
But this one's that kind of a situation. So
Yeah, we actually bought a house, one 55 plus community. They actually, to live there, you just have to be 55, but to own it, you didn't have to be 55. So we actually bought one, and yeah, we ran into the same problem dealing with 55-year-olds and
like
older.
that. Winter Haven's a big retiree kind of place, and that one I didn't think was going to give me that much trouble. Another one I have is a condo, but I think it's more of the parking issue that's a problem than anything, because you get one parking space, and then everyone has to fight for the visitor spot. So that one gives me a fit. Things like that, but little neighborhoods like this aren't really a problem anywhere.
Yeah, but you could fit like 2 cars in this driveway, at least.
Oh,
right?
yeah, easily. Yeah.
Cool. Because that's a 1-car
And
garage.
there's a space in the front of the house too that you can park on the road side of the fence if need be. So.
I got you. And this was built in
1960, I think it was.
Okay. Typically, what we've seen is like houses that are built 1960 or older. They usually have copper plumbing or iron cast plumbing. Do you know if the plumbing has ever been replaced right here?
I've only had the plumbing work done from inside the house, so I'm not sure what feeds to the home. I would think it might be a galvanized thing.
Oh yeah. Has that ever given you guys issues?
No, not anywhere I own. Knock on wood, not yet. So.
Got you. Okay. Well, and is this on city sewer, city water?
It's on city. Mm-hmm. Winter Haven City.
City water. And is a slab foundation?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed any issues with that since you've had it, or since,
No.
before you've inherited
Yeah.
it? Okay. No cracks
it's
or
all good.
settling? I said no cracks or settling it with the foundation, like unevenness?
No, just like that.
Okay, I got you. Is there a HOA in this neighborhood?
No.
Okay, I got you. You said no flood zone. That's cool. Slab foundation. You said newer windows, right?
No.
No, original
No,
windows
Mm-mm.
from 1960.
No, those are really original.
Would you say that those need to be replaced? Like,
I don't think they need to be replaced, but I mean, it depends. Like I said, typically, I'm thinking that an investor is going to pick it up and it's going to turn into a rental, and it won't matter to them. If I was going to live in the home, I probably would replace the windows. That would just be me.
yeah,
But
like
a
they're not
typical
broken.
investor's not going to.
They're not broken or anything, or leak when it rains or anything.
No. Mm-mm. There's
Okay.
one that's that needs fixing in the front of the house, but I'm going to have that done. So just the window pane needs to be replaced.
Window pane. I got you.
But I'm going to do that. We'll turn that over to the buyer. So
I got you. And this is 2 full bathrooms?
it's 1.5.
1.5. Okay, because I think I only see one in the pictures, right?
Yeah. Off the master, there's a half bath, and it has like it has a walk through to the bathroom that has another commode and shower.
Okay. Nice. Okay, and you guys own this free and clear, so if we make a cash offer, you don't have to pay any liens or anything, or taxes or anything,
Yeah.
tax liens?
No, everything's good.
All right, sweet. All right, I think that's pretty much everything I need to know, other than, I mean, typically when we buy properties, we put the closing date 30 days out from when we get an offer accepted. And that's just because, it takes about 14 days for the title search to come back, everything.
Right.
If there's no title issues. Do you think 30 days is good with you?
Oh yeah, that would be fine.
Okay. And 30 days is good. And I know you said you inherited it. Is there anybody else that you'd have to speak to before selling it or making a decision? Like any other siblings?
No. Nobody. Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're the only one who inherited it?
I am.
Nice. You're an only child?
It wasn't a parent thing. It was a godmother.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice. Yeah, okay, last thing before I get this offer, I mean, if we did get you a number that made sense for both of us, I mean, would you be ready to make a decision today?
I would make a decision anytime I got an offer that I would like. Yes.
Okay. All right. I mean, like, if we gave you an offer, we'd send out the purchase agreement today. We'd go through it. It's super simple. It's 2 pages. We just use a 2-pager agreement. It just has the price, timeline to close, and then the title company that we use. But if we gave you a really good offer, you'd think you'd be ready to sign something and move forward?
If you gave me a real offer, yeah, I would do that.
All right, sweet. Okay. All right, that's everything I need, Rhonda. I'm gonna talk to my partner Ian right now. He's in the other room. Like I said, he's running that CMA. I'm just gonna see what the best that we could do on prices, and then I'm gonna just give you that offer on the phone. And if it makes sense to you, then hopefully we could do business. Cool. Just give me 2 seconds, okay? I'm gonna be right back with an offer.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Summertime sadness. Let's see.
You didn't want to pause that? You don't want to pause that so you can watch it? You don't want to just pause it? Oh, okay, gotcha.
Y'all are asking a lot of questions, which is awesome.
You get to do the same thing over and over again. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha.
Yo, when I get done with this call, I'm gonna answer all y'all's questions.
What you eating now?
40 dials, 5 offers,
Oh, Candy.
3.5 hours talk time. I got one verbal agreement. It's an
Courtney
ovation.
sent something like,
My follow-up is
I think it's
ass.
something like cookie bites covered in chocolate
Hey, that's good though, Jose.
in that bag. Yeah, she sent that to you.
40 dials, well, you need to have 70 dials minimum. But 5 offers is good. 3.5 hours of talk time.
She was walking down the house when I was
That's
driving
good.
out. She called
You
me.
just
I
get
didn't
the
see her
dials up.
walking down, and she was trying to bring me something for you. For me to
This
text
is
you.
closed CRM.
Yeah, she is.
Mostly focus on the southern USA area. Why, or am I wrong? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she works tomorrow, but she's off Wednesday, Thursday.
My main markets are Texas, Georgia, Florida. Not even Florida though. My main markets are Texas, Georgia, North Carolina. Like I just focus on those, and then I do Florida sometimes, and then I'll do Tennessee, and then Ohio sometimes. So really just the east side of the country, but I'll do some deals in Arizona where I'm at too. Use ChatGPT to write it up. Go to Notary Live to get it notarized. Yep. Go to the UPS store to get it notarized. Email it over to the title company. Yep, that's exactly it. What's up, Jose? Did I teach you that? But yeah, that's exactly how you do it. How you file a memo. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. almost. It's the year for the horseshoe rock. Let's get it. I don't know what that means, but let's get it. You should call before this live. And when you have some problems, you can ask Isaiah for tips. I'm actually dialing right now to get more offers in. Yeah, facts. Get those dials up, Jose. 45 dials, it should be at least 70 minimum. But yeah, y'all, I work all day before I do these lives. So, like, I got 2 contracts signed, and so technically, you know, if I wanted to go based off of like my minimum standard, I don't have to dial anymore because I got 2 contracts signed. You know, I even could have been lazy and just spread those contracts out over 2 days, but hell no, I'm trying to max everything out. You're also doing FSBOs or another lead gathering method in my area. It's snowy, so I just pulled tax delinquency instead of, let's see.
Yeah, really.
Hey Rhonda, I'm sorry. He wanted me to ask you, did you ever update the electrical here, or do you know the condition of like the electrical panel box or anything?
I did not update it. It seems fine with us. I mean, we've gone through it. Everything seems to be working all right, but we haven't done any updates with that.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume that's probably original from 1960.
It might be. I'm not 100% sure though.
Okay. And well, have you done any inspections on the house since you had it?
No, have not.
Okay. I got you. And then the hot water heater, have you replaced that at all? Or you
No,
think-
that's not.
No. Okay, I got you. All right.
And it's a gas heater.
Gas heater. Gas heater, I got you. Okay, I really, really appreciate your patience. I'm just trying to get an exact number and trying to get as like high as I can. Just give me 2 more seconds.
Okay.
Just trying to read comments. Oh shit. You're right about that. You're also doing FSBOs or another lead gathering method. In my area, it's snowy, so I just pulled tax delinquencies. That's the best list to pull. I still need a skip trace to go through. Go to kindskiptracing.com. KIND skiptracing.com. Yeah, I just started FSBOs a few weeks ago. I also have callers too, just trying to hit KPI. So adding 10 FSBOs a day helps me to get another offer in. That's right, dude. That's right. If you have, so I still have Facebook inbound leads, you know, and we're trying to scale that up. We're trying to improve our internet presence. Like I said, you know, we're ABB accredited or BBB accredited, you know, we have testimonials and everything. But even with, you know, us trying to improve the inbound lead channel, if you're sitting around waiting for leads, bro, then you're just fucking yourself.
You think you'll sleep good tonight? Do you think you'll
Can you
sleep
talk
good
about how
tonight?
important KPIs are? When I first started, I wouldn't record any
Did
of
you
my
sleep good
data.
last night?
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you? You couldn't go back to sleep?
Dude, yeah, it's like 120, like max.
You didn't take a nap though yesterday?
This is 130 right
You don't think it
here.
messed with your sleep?
130.
Yeah.
I'm about to give this offer. All right, Rhonda, I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have an exact offer. Keep in mind, like I said, you could look us up and you could see, you know, our testimonials and everything. This number is what you're gonna walk away with in your pocket, right? Because you don't have a mortgage or anything, just minus any prorated taxes for the year. And you don't have to pay any closing costs because we're gonna cover all those for you at the closing table, as well as like you're not paying any realtor commissions, right? I know you said you might list it or potentially rent it later, but you're dealing directly with the buyer, so you really don't have to come out of pocket for anything, and we'll take it completely as is, so you don't need to sweep, paint, clean, mop, or anything like that. The way it sits today is the way that we'll take it, as well as, you know, you could just, you know, not have to deal with this and potentially another renter. But I think in Winter Haven, hopefully it'll be a good renter. But with all that being said, the best that we could do on this house is gonna be $129,568.
I appreciate your offer. We'd already had an offer of 150, so I have to have it more than that. But I do appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
I appreciate your time. And like I said, whenever we get off the phone, I'm gonna text you all of my info, so you know you could do your research. But I mean, you know, I know you said that, you know, it's listed at 198, and you know we're at almost 130. I mean, realistically, you know, if we could make this fast, convenient, and hassle-free for you and cover all the closing costs, I mean, what were you at least hoping I'd say?
Well, I really don't want to walk away with getting less than, and I'm just because of the AC, if someone wanted to update that, that's going to be up to $10,000, you know, so, and possibly new windows, like we discussed.
And you wouldn't
I
have to
don't
do
wanna
any of
walk
that.
less than 180,
180?
you know, so, so we're pretty far apart, you know, and like I said, I get your, I honestly do, but I hope you understand my, you know, my desires too.
Yeah.
I don't want to give and don't have to, luckily. So if I don't get what I want out of it, I'll turn around and make it a rental. So
180, was that 180 number just like you already had that set in mind, or is there a reason for the 180?
well, like less than that. So you know, that's just something I just definitely don't want to take less than 180.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Even with the other houses, I mean, I think if it was completely fixed up, yeah, I think, you know, you could get like the 200 or, you know, 230 even, like that other house. I mean, but that's still sitting. I mean, yeah, I guess as for anybody, it just wouldn't make sense because 198 is really, really close to retail. I mean, even 180. So you're just throwing this out and really just hoping to get it, but.
So, like I said, if I don't, I can do something else with the house. It's not something I have to sell. It's just, if I can, I will, and if I can't, I will just keep it. So.
Okay, and even if we match that 150 offer, you wouldn't consider that?
No, that was still too low for me. But like I said, I appreciate it. Just go ahead and send me your info whenever you can.
I will.
And, you know, touch base with me later if you can go up anymore.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time,
Okay.
Rhonda. I hope you have a blessed rest of your night. I really enjoyed our conversation, truly.
Thank you. Good luck with your endeavors.
Thank you, thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wah, wah, wah. General notes, it's inherited from her godmother. Inherited from her godmother. She owns it free and clear. Doesn't have to sell it. Well, I'll put quotes around that. Doesn't have to sell it. Plans to rent it out if she can't get what she wants. Yeah. All right, let me add these details and then I'm gonna answer y'all's questions because I do have some shit to say. One thing that I want to say is, if you guys think that I don't get nervous on these calls, you're fucking delusional. If you guys don't think that when I get on these calls, part of my brain is not telling me, oh, it's not a deal, let's just get off the phone. If you think that doesn't run through my head, bro, you're fucking delusional. I am just like you guys. I really wanted to say that. Like, I still get nervous. Like, I still feel awkward asking motivation questions sometimes, right? But that's why I do this, because I'm in it to get better. Condition, outdated, but in very nice condition. That's it, huh? Yeah, that's it. Lead source. No, that's it. So price, I'm gonna put at 80, 180. Boom. This is, it's a cold lead. Yeah, it's a cold lead. I'm gonna put a task to follow up in the next 30 days. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, let me read some of these questions. But yeah, y'all, if y'all don't think that I get nervous on these calls, bro, you're fucking delusional. Like, but I push through. That's what makes you better. Like, you do these things that you really don't feel like fucking doing. So can you talk about how important KPIs are? When I started, I wouldn't record any of my data. So yeah, I could look up pictures of how I used to track my KPIs. I used to track them on a whiteboard. Literally, let me show you. So, oh shit. Damn, did I delete it? No, I know I have them. Somewhere. Because I sent them, right here, I sent them to one of my students. I forgot her fucking name. Yeah, I sent them to Keisha. So these are pictures of how I used to track my KPIs, right? So you could see I would track my combos right there. I would track my offers. And then I would track how many shorts I did and how many YouTube videos I posted. And then how many of those conversations were Zillow, right? So like that's another week. That's December 3rd through the 9th. That was 2023. And you can see that. That's November 19th through the 28th, 2023. I would just track my offers and my conversations and how many of them were from Zillow, right? Because a conversation could be a follow-up. So I would track how many new conversations from Zillow. But bro, KPIs, if you don't track your KPIs, you don't have a business, like genuinely. I was talking to somebody today and he was asking me like how do I help people, like as far as like coaching and things like that. And I say like the big thing that I see with especially beginners, you know, they call it analysis paralysis, or they don't know where to start, or they can't get contract signed, or nobody's accepting their offer, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, you guys are so busy looking for a deal and trying to find the deal and trying to make the deal that you forget to run a business, right? And so they'll get on Zillow, they'll call a lead, and like halfway through, maybe only spend 15 minutes on the phone with them, and they're like, oh, this isn't a deal, or man, this is pointless, and let me go to the next one. Oh, that's a deal. Let me see this one, and it's like they don't get that, so they're like, oh no, that's a deal. Oh no, that's a deal. Oh, that's a deal, and then they're all over the place, but they don't track what they did, and so they can't go back. They can't give proper follow-up. They don't know if they did enough work for the day. They don't know, and then by the time, let's say you hustle your ass off, like blind fucking hustle, like just straight grind and hustle. Let's say you do get a deal, like after a few months or 6 months or something. You don't have anything to track and go back and be like, okay, this is how many offers it took me from this lead source to make this much money. It's like once you make the money, you need to know how to repeat that, how to double that, how to double down. And so many people, like without KPIs, that is literally, it's like you checking your pulse. Like, how do you know if you're alive or not? That is the best analogy, bro. Like a business is just like a baby, and you have to feed the baby every day. You have to, change its diaper, whatever. You got to put it to sleep. You got to be with it whenever it's crying. You got to give it attention. And so that's what KPIs are. It's literally the pulse of your business. So without KPIs, you can't double your money, you can't triple your money, you can't repeat the money you made, nothing like that. You don't even know if you're going in the right direction. You don't know if you're doing enough. So KPIs are crucial. Like I just showed y'all on my whiteboard. Even if you don't have a CRM, I showed y'all the pictures of how I used to track my KPIs before I had the CRM. Because before, all I had was Podio, right? That was how I was able to track my follow-ups and do my follow-ups every day. Is you have to have some CRM, something. I don't think Google Sheets will work. You have to have some sort of CRM where you could set tasks for yourself and you could like write info about the lead and everything. But yeah, without KPIs, dude, you literally don't have a business. So if you guys are doing this on Zillow, literally what I'm doing, you have to have a CRM, right? Whether it's Podio, and Podio's free, by the way, or like once you get over Trello's good. I know that's like a kind of a board thing, right? Where it shows like the pipeline and the process of each deal, I think. I tried Trello when I was like in Houston. I didn't stick to it though, because I was broke. But yeah, I heard Trello is good, but something to where you could track your follow-ups and then track your offers and then set tasks for yourself. But even if you don't have a sophisticated CRM like that, use a whiteboard, right? I have literally like 7 whiteboards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. I have like 8 whiteboards, and you use them so Trello's free. Like, dude, you have to use a CRM. But if you don't have a CRM that's sophisticated, track them on something to where you see them every day. You have to do it every day and then measure it by the week, and then you measure it by the month, right? That's how you grow your business. All right, let me answer the rest of these. Holy shit. It's just gonna get to the point where it's like, it's just gonna be chat. Like, what's up, chat? And I'm just gonna like let it flow. Putting in my notes, let's go. Yeah, I don't record KPIs, but yeah, most people say to get at least 2 to 3 offers per day. If you don't mind, what is your lead source aside from Fizbo? Facebook inbound leads. So we have a Facebook business page. I have a mentor who's in Dallas, and he set up the Facebook ads for me. If you guys need help setting up, if you guys want to do Facebook ads, it's pretty simple. We'll set it up for you. Just DM me on Instagram. But yeah, and you could have your first Facebook ad leads coming in within the first 72 hours. So within the first 72 hours, you should get your leads. Not saying that they're going to be the best leads in the world, but the key with Facebook is once you set it up and you have the Facebook ads, like boom, you got the leads. Now all you need to do, you're going to have people who fill out a form and say, please buy my house. Now the thing is to build your internet presence, right? To start posting content on Facebook, and it doesn't have to be you talking. It's just like a picture or an AI picture or something. And just build the internet presence on your Facebook business page, and then you can get more Facebook inbound leads like that. And if you guys want help with that, just DM me on Instagram. I might try to mix Fizbos in. I also got in contact with a wholesale streamer who said he would skip trace my 500 prospects list for 20 bucks. I think that sounds pretty good. I think, so kind skip tracing is 3 cents a lead. So if you did 500 leads times 0.03, it'd be 15 bucks. So he's actually overcharging you. All right, from my past experience, I think going in on FSBO is the best way to go. Hell yeah. It is the best way because it's how you build the repetition and the skill and you get better at making offers. So when you do start paying for leads, you know, you're more prepared, right? So you get funded and now you can spend money on marketing with the callers and text blast. Fire, that's right. I'd say text blast over cold callers every day of the week, in my opinion. Text blasting over cold callers. I agree, FSBO, if done right, is the best way to get a deal with no paid. Yeah, I started this with Zillow. And so that's how I made my first $10,000 month. That's how I closed my first wholesale deal, period. That's how I made my first $20,000 month. And, you know, from Zillow, consistently on average, you could just make $20,000 every single month. As long as you just make 3 offers every single day, consecutively and consistently. Hold on, what did Shane say? Whoever that is in the back has no awareness, LOL. Bro, business partner. Ian needs to chill. What is he doing? Maybe it was, I think it was the music. Yeah, the hold method is ingenious, LOL. I know a lot of people I watch just finish up their calls quick and throw out an offer within 5 minutes. Don't do that shit. Y'all will never see me on here giving out an offer in like 5 minutes. You will never see me do that shit, ever. We were on the phone for, wait, what the fuck? We were on the phone for, wait, what the fuck? Oh, we were on the phone for 32 minutes and 34 seconds. Why the fuck is that? It is. I don't know. But yeah, we were on the phone for 34 minutes. Minimum 30 minutes every single offer. Hold my word to it. This one seems promising. Analysis with that text blasting services. Like launch good wholly is expensive. What? Launch control, you mean? What do you use for texting REI reply? I heard REI reply is good. I'm not doing text blasting right now, but when I was using something called Roar, and that made me $100,000. Well, that closed my first $100,000 deal from Roar. What text blast company do you recommend? Do you need an A2P compliant? Yeah, every text blasting you need an A2P. But the one to use is a Zyblast. I think it's ZEIT Blast, BLAST. So yeah, I think that's it, bro. So let's look at my shit. So I got 2 offers in. 2 offers, yeah, Zyblast. Look that up. That's like very, very cheap and very, very efficient. So all of my wholesaler friends out here are using Zyblast. Like every wholesaler who's doing text blasting out here is using Zyblast. How and when did you realize that physical workout directly correlated to discipline, which leaked into your business? Do you use keywords for FSBO like fixer upper, needs TLC, or needs rehab? No. For Jade, to answer your question, no. I know that's what Jerry Norton told us to do, like, you know, years ago. And I like tried it, but no, I don't do that shit. Cause like, I mean, no, I don't need to type in any keywords. I just go on Zillow for sale by owner with a max of $200,000 and it's posted within the last 24 hours. And that's enough. But how and when did I realize that? I was into self-improvement before I was into business. I was into self-improvement before I was into wholesale real estate. And I knew that there is an objective truth that how you do one thing is how you do everything. And, you know, when I first started my self-improvement journey, I had to ask myself, what's the most important things to me in this life, right? And I had to sit down with a pen, paper, a notebook, and I just had to ask myself that. And I came out with the answer of faith, my relationship with God, fitness, my physical health, right? I want to be able to be at 80, 90 years old, 95 years old, 100 years old, and still be able to do, you know, a fucking backflip. I can't do a backflip now, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to be able to get around, move around healthy when I'm like 80, 90 years old. I don't want to be some fat fucking Alzheimer's, dementia, fucking stuck to a wheelchair guy. Like, health is important to me. And then on the other side of health is like how I look. I want to look good. I want my body to look good. So faith, fitness, finance, business, right? I didn't know what business I wanted to do at the time. I started drop shipping at first. That was the first business I ever tried to start. Well, that's a lie. No, that's true. Then I closed my first wholesale deal, but one of the first businesses that I had was a landscaping company. So I would cut grass. But faith, fitness, finance, and family. So those were the 4 most important things that mattered to me in this life. Like when I first started my self-improvement journey. And so how you do one thing, if those are the 4 things that matter to me the most in this life, how I do the faith is how I'm gonna do the business. How I do the fitness is how I'm gonna do the business. How I do the business is how I'm gonna do my fitness. How I do the business is how I'm gonna do my faith. How I treat my family is how I'm gonna treat my business, you know? And you know, sometimes they're out of tune. Like sometimes you do one thing better than the other, but it won't be long before, like if you let one of those things slip and you already made the committed decision within your subconscious mind that that is important to you, well then it won't be long before the other things start to fall off too, right? If I'm just sitting here worried about business, and I'm not working out like I should, or I'm not eating like I should, or I'm not treating my family members the way I should, it's gonna show up in my business, whether it does it immediately or over time. So that's how fitness correlates to business, because fitness also correlates to business the same way that business correlates to my family and my faith and my relationship with God. So shit, yeah. But look, what would be 60K in FSBO in 4 weeks? That would be 60K in FSBO in 4 weeks. All right, brother, I'm out. I got 1 hour training. Let's go, bro. Let's fucking go, bro. Me too, started drop shipping, trying to stock options, and now wholesale real estate. Look, whatever y'all do, just stick to one thing. That's the biggest thing. Whatever you guys do, stick to one thing. Before I go out of here, I'm just gonna run y'all my KPIs for the day. I imported 4 leads. I had 73 dials today. 2 opportunities created, which means like 2 new opportunities in my pipeline. 4 hours and 9 minutes of talk time, and then 2 offers made, and then I got 2 contracts signed. Okay. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna be here again tomorrow. Share this to anybody else you think might get some value from this. Real shit. I'm doing this every single fucking day, except for Sundays, because that's church day. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.